Hello everyone. In this video, I'll show you how to download and set up the TraCR-Legal-AI tool from our GitHub. So I will post the GitHub link in the video description, so you can download it from there. So what is TraCR-Legal-AI? So TraCR-Legal-AI is an AI tool which can help the users with transportation and cybersecurity legislations. So it's a retrieval augmented generation platform, and we have made the platform efficient than the basic versions of the retrieval augmented generation, or in short, we can call it RAG. So all the RAGs, it has a knowledge base in it. So for our tool, the knowledge base is legislation documents from all the states from the United States. For example, if I go to the Alabama state, we can see that there are some legislation documents on data breach, Digital Crime Act, insurance, Trade Secret Act. And if I go in one of them, I can see that uh, yeah, there are some Digital Crime Act. So it's called definition, computer tampering, encoded data, phishing, and etc. Okay, so similarly, we have legislation documents on all of the files, all of the folders. Okay, so in this video, I'll show you how we can download and set up the TraCR-Legal-AI tool. So first, we will go to the GitHub README page. So first, we have to download the prerequisites. So in short, in this video, I'll show you how to download the prerequisites, and we can follow some simple shortcuts. So these are the 3 shortcuts that will help us to set up the entire process. And if we don't want to follow the shortcuts, we can also follow the exact commands. Like in the step 2, 3, 4, all the way to 7, we will see the exact commands that we have to run on command prompt. But what I have done is that I have written all those commands inside some batch scripts. So if we can run those batch scripts, so that will uh, help us set up the entire tool. Okay, so first, let's go to the prerequisites. So for prerequisites, we have to download and install the Python 3.12. So we can download it from this link. So Python 3.12 is recommended because I have tested it with Python 3.12. So I have also tested it with Python 3.14. And what I have seen is that there are some tools missing in the 3.14 version, which are present in the 3.12 version. So that's why I would recommend to have the 3.12 version. Okay, so if we go to this link, we will see that this is the 12 version release, 12.9 to be exact. So if we go down, there are some installers. So as I have a Windows 64-bit system, so I will install this one. So I'll click on this one. So it will initiate downloading. So I have it downloaded. I will go to the downloaded option. So then I'll double click on it. So yeah, I will click on both of these, then hit install now. Okay, so setup was successful. So that means that we have successfully installed Python 3.12.9. So if we want to be sure, we can just go to command prompt. Yeah, we can also, if we don't find it over here, we can search for it like command prompt. We can click on it, and here we have to type py hyphen version. So this part is optional. This is to be just sure that our Python has been installed successfully. So if we hit enter now, we will see that the version is Python 3.12.9. Okay, so I'll close it. So this is the first prerequisite that we have to install. Then the second one is, so we will have pip and virtual environment, all of it coming with the Python package or Python with Python. So we don't have to do anything for this one. The second one is we have to install Git, download and install Git. So I'll also go to this link now, Git install. So as I am using Windows, I will go to Windows tab and there is Git for Windows 64. So I'll click on it. It will initiate the downloading process. Okay, so then I will go to the, okay, so I think it's still downloading. Yeah, so now I'll double click on it and it will initiate the installation. Yeah, it's asking for permission. I'll hit yes. Next, next, next. So I will just hit next all the way to the end. Yeah. So at the end, I will see the install option. So I will hit install. Okay, done. So I'll hit finish. Okay. So similarly, if I want to check if Git has been installed correctly or not, I will search for command prompt, then open it. And similarly, I will type git space hyphen hyphen version. And it will show that the Git version is 2.52.0.windows.1. So Git is also installed successfully. Okay, done. So this was the first step, the prerequisite one. Then we will follow the shortcut steps. So shortcut second to 3. Okay, so now the next step, we have to download the setup.bat file from here. So we can see that there is a setup.bat file in my repository. So if we go up, we will see that there is some setup.bat file and run.bat file. So what we want to do is that we want to download this setup.bat file. Okay, so what I'll do is I will click on the setup.bat file and I'll go to that file and download it. Okay, so now I will go to the download location. So what I want to do is I want to copy it from here. Let's say I copy it from here and I want to create a separate folder for my entire process for the GitHub repository. Let's say I will rename it for let's say demo November 21 2025. I will paste the setup file here. Okay. So next, what I'll do is I will double click on the batch file and it will start setting up the entire process. So I'm double clicking on it and it might say that the publisher could not be verified. This is because it's not from an official site because I myself have written the file, but as I myself have written the file, I can verify myself. So yeah, I'm sure I want to run this software. So I click on run, and we can see that the entire process has started. So if I go to the README file, we will see that it has cloning. It has started cloning the tracer rag repository, which is the second step over here. Okay, so we can see that the repository from GitHub successfully cloned. That means the second step is successful. Now the third step, it will start the third step automatically. Yeah, we can see that virtual environment has been created. Okay, now it's in the fourth step, which is installing all the dependencies. Okay, so it has downloaded all the packages. Now it's installing them. Okay, so it took some time for all the packages to get installed, and it at the last we will see something like successfully install the packages, and we will see that tracer rack setup completed successfully, and press any key to continue. That means we are done with the setup. So I will click, or I will hit enter now, or just close it. Okay, so next what we have to do is, so we are done with this one. Next, what we have to do is we have to set up the environment file. So if we go to the folder where we put our setup.bat file, so we will see that there is another folder, tracer rag. So this is the actual GitHub repo folder. So if we go inside it, we will see that there is a .env file. So we will select and right click on it, and there will be an option to edit. So I'll click on edit. So we'll see that there's two lines. The first one is we don't have to do anything with the first one. On the second one, we will see that there is a sk dot your key here. So what we have to do is we have to put our own OpenAI API key here. So uh, what we will do now is we will go to the OpenAI website, and the website is I have listed the website in step 5. So if we go down, and in the step 5 we will see that go to this link. So I'll just go to this link over here. Okay, so we have to have an account. So I was already logged in. So in this case, we can create an account with email address or sign up. In my case, I'll just continue with Google. Okay. So first we have to go to the settings over here. So I'll click on settings, and in the left tab, we will see API keys. So I will click on API keys. So it will take me to the API keys. So these are the API keys that I have been using. So for this video, what I'll do is I'll create another key. So let's create a new key, and let's say I will give it a name, and click enter. So it will give me another API key, a new API key. So I will click here to copy it. Done. Now I will go to the .env file. So when we are opening it, opening the .env file, we might see an option with which program we want to open it. So we can open it with Notepad or any other text editor. Okay, so what I'll do is I will post my, or I'll put my key here. So the key should be sk hyphen something. So I will copy paste here. And if I go to the first, I'll see that sk dot or sk hyphen something. Okay, so yeah, we have put the key here. So now I will hit Control plus S to save the file. Yeah, we will see that it has been saved. So I will close it now. And to be sure, I will go to my folder again and I will open it again. Let's click it and go to edit, and we will see that yeah, our key is there. Okay, so this was the third step done. So if we go here, so we have put the API key. And one more thing we have to do is that we have to put some balance to it. So in the left side, if we go to billing, yeah, so we can see that I have some credit balance of 2.83. So yeah, if I click on add to credit balance, it will give me an option to add some more to my balance. Okay, so yeah, with this one, we are done with the second step of this one. Okay, for the third step, what I'll do is now I just have to go to the tracer rack folder, and there is a run.bat file. So I have to just double click on it. So if I go to my folder, tracer rack folder, so yeah, here is the run.bat file. So I will double click on it. Okay, so it will start running the tool for us. Okay, so at the end, we will see that everything is done. So our server is at this location. We can either copy it from here, or if we go to the GitHub README file, we can also see it from here. So it's basically our local host, and the port is 8000. Okay, so if I just click on this location, it will take us to the TraCR-Legal-AI tool. Okay, so we can ask any question now. Let's say I want to ask a question related to transportation cybersecurity. Let's say, Okay, so I'm asking the question, what documents can be used as identification documents according to Alabama state laws? So hit enter. So first it will identify in which state it has to look into. So yeah, the first one is it's looking into Alabama. And it says that according to Alabama 13A 8111, identification can be specified, specifically includes then a list of the documents that can be used as a identification document. And it also gives us a reference. So if you go to the reference link, it will show us the exact legislation document where it's getting the answer from. So here, yeah, we can see that identification document and government, payment, passport, health, identification, benefit library, benefit library. Okay. Yeah. So it will, so as it's a RAG framework, so there is a retriever and the generator. So the retriever is matching the query with all the document it has, the knowledge base it has. And for the generator part, we have we have to use a LLM. So in our case, we have used the most lightweight LLM from OpenAI, so which is the GPT-4o mini. So that's why we had to use the API key in the environment variable. Okay, so this is it. So thank you everyone for listening to the demo video and watching the video up until now. And thank you.